Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is Prime Time Live again. I am your host, Prime Red. You can call me Prime for short. And with me today is Razor.
Hello, Prime Rib.
Hello, Razor. How's everything going?
Okay, I'm just hanging out, ready to do this thing here with you guys, and
Yeah, you
uh,
excited? You looking forward to it?
yeah, I am actually. I'm not at my friend's couch running around a house this time, so that's gonna be better.
Good, good. All right. And with us again today is always shirtless Evan. Say hello,
Uh,
Evan.
Hello, Evan. That was lame. Hey, guys.
You're fired, Evan.
Okay.
Pack your shit and you're out.
Prime
No.
likes to
Do I
fire
have to wear a
people.
shirt?
Uh, how's it going today, Evan?
It's going pretty good. Just been chilling out, cleaning up. Lots of dust around my house, so I've been getting that dust out.
Okay. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. There you go. All right. So we are here today. We are back, and we're gonna do some Lord of the Rings watching and making fun of stuff. And we got some people in the chat today as well, of course. Um, Always the lovely and beautiful, magnificent Casey. Thank you so much for being here.
Howdy, howdy. Oh,
And we've got Doctor Who. I don't know if he's still in chat already because it's super late where he is, but I appreciate you coming here anyway, Doctor Who, and hope you enjoy it. And
He's got a time machine. He can use a telephone thing.
I suppose so.
Go back and get some
those
sleep.
Should be able
those
to.
things never existed within my lifetime. I feel stupid.
Well,
uh,
in the states we had a telephone booth that a person could fit in, and apparently in the UK, it's like a little house.
Ah,
So yeah, maybe they were cool over there. I don't know. I don't miss them. Put it that way.
Doctor Who's still here. Huh.
you're
Excellent.
a champ.
All right.
Yeah, I am.
Excellent. Okay. So we are going to watch a video regarding the new Amazon Lord of the Rings show. Ray, you are not really a Lord of the Rings fan, are you?
uh, a full kind of disclosure slash disclaimer here. I've never seen any of the Lord of the Ring movies, and I remember growing up, my uncle was a huge fan of the books. So
Hmm.
he goes, why didn't you ever watch the movies? I go, because they look stupid. And then he had a good chat with me for like an hour about how great they were, and I wasn't interested.
Huh. Well, you're wrong. You should listen to your uncle because he
Yes,
obviously
you
knows
are
what he's talking about.
very
At
wrong,
least
Ray.
regarding the movies.
Okay.
Um, Evan, always shirtless Evan. You have just recently watched the Peter Jackson movies. Is that
Yep.
correct?
Yep, first time in my adult life, watched all three of the movies. The Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched The Hobbit, never watched The Hobbit. I've read some of the books. I read Lord of the Rings books, saw some differences in there. Plan on getting more into it because I really did like what I saw from those movies. Not excited to watch the Hobbit though. I heard it was kind of like bad. Um,
The thing is about the movies coming from where I stood on it was I know that fans and even casual type fans like them a lot. So I always I kind of like avoid things if like I don't know anything about them and everybody's talking about them. But
mhm.
for some reason, I never watched any of them. I think it was the guy that played the main character with what's his name, the
uh,
actual actor's name.
Elijah Wood,
Yeah,
the
he.
little guy.
I think he bothers me. I don't know why.
He
It's
does.
some. It's
I liked him in Wilfred. He was in Wilfred, I think was the name of the show. It was like a dog that it's
yeah.
a
I was
weird
gonna
show.
gonna say it's
But
about not a cartoon dog.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But like he's like a not a cartoon in this. It's like a dude in a dog suit. He was pretty good in that.
Wow. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take your word for it.
yeah. Like I think after watching the Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, I'd say it's probably like the best, easily the best trilogy I've ever seen in my life. Like the strongest set for sure. And that's saying a lot for me at least because I'm like when I look at like the Godfather, it was strong, but like the last one sucked ass. Um, and then like just even like in the MCU, like none of them can even come close, or even the Star Wars trilogies, the original trilogy, don't even come close to what I saw.
No.
Not
All
even.
right. Well, yeah, I
All
mean
right.
that's all
And
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the movies as well. So I have to say you should definitely watch them. And there's my phone going off.
I get the feeling that we're about to watch is going to make me not want to watch them even more.
Honestly, they might make you want to be like, huh, let's see what let me see what's gonna destroy. Like, let me check it out.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, I have actually read the books. It's been a while. So they're not really that fresh in my memory, but I've been listening to the audiobook versions. Still pretty good. So I'm a fan. I'm not like a huge super fan. I do really enjoy it. There's people who clearly know way more than I do, but maybe I know a little more about Lord of the Rings than some people. But what we're gonna watch is a video that was put up by Amazon Prime UK, and they have since stunningly and bravely unlisted it.
They unlisted it.
Geez,
Yeah.
that's a sure sign of a success right there. When
Yes,
they make it private and unwatchable.
Oh, are
Yeah,
we gonna watch that?
Yeah, I found somebody had re-uploaded it.
Oh god.
See, so I'm not sure. Thanks,
And yes,
Casey.
I do know more than Ray. Absolutely. Casey
Oh
is
my
a
God.
big Lord of the Rings fan too.
All I
He
know
probably
is
knows
like,
more than I do.
didn't Rudy go with him to throw a ring somewhere? That's all I know.
He did, yeah. Rudy.
Sucks.
He started out in the Terminator factory, and then he ended up in something that kind of looks sort of like a Terminator factory, which is Mount Doom.
It's full circle. Wow.
Yes.
now I am excited.
Yeah, that's an in joke that no one will get besides me and Razor.
Yeah. but still.
Yeah, because a long time ago we made fun of the movie Rudy, which everybody loves. It's so inspirational, but we are of a different opinion. That is a total digression. Maybe we can go into that at the end of the show because
maybe later.
we-
But
Rudy, the football movie?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Because
well, just real quick, I want to say something real quick. Evan, if you like abusive fathers hating their sons, you're going to love this film.
Awesome.
and a slow, dim-witted, football obsessed guys. That's
his dad had him kicked by a mule when he was 4. He never recovered.
I've seen the ending of the movie. I
Yeah.
know how it ends at least.
We'll get to it later, maybe. But yeah.
All right. So this video we're gonna watch, and we don't have to watch the whole thing, of course, because if it gets too cringe, we can just shut it off. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be some cringe to it, but it's labeled super fans, Lord of the Rings super fans react to the trailer. And spoiler alert, these guys are not super fans. These guys are fucking actors and influencers that Amazon UK picked out and gave them some talking points. And yeah, it's gonna go about as well as you think it does.
Gosh, I'm Prime. I'm so excited to watch the super fans talk about Lord of the Rings.
Hey guys, here's a sound for you. Okay, let's go.
Okay, Ray, you were not allowed to use your firearm on yourself during the stream because if I was monetized, we would get demonetized. I'm not gonna take that.
Okay, hold on. Let me drop the mag. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
All right, and hello, Joshua Lee, for joining us. We are just about to get into watching a re-upload of the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power super fans.
Whoop, whoop.
It already sounds like Power Rangers, but okay, just whatever.
Yes.
Get the some bitch going. Whatever.
It's probably worse than Power
So
Rangers.
I think we should start off with just saying that so like the origin of it just a little bit, because none of the Rings of Power I'm pretty sure is canon. Like it's literally all fan fiction from what I can tell.
Yes. So what I've been able to find out is that Amazon bought the rights to the Lord of the Rings books, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, Return of the King, and the Hobbits, the Hobbit books. But they aren't allowed to use like actual events from the books, or maybe they chose not to. So they've been taking a few sentences here and there from the appendices
Hmm.
to create a story set in the second age of Middle Earth, which they can't really use any of the material from the second age because it's all in like different books in the
Yeah.
appendices. So yeah, they're basically making shit up, and
Yeah.
what they're doing is they are interpreting. This is paraphrased, but it's basically what they said. They are interpreting Tolkien for a modern world, which is
That
Mm.
that is that
not what you want to do.
that is
No.
code for wussifying, or is it inclusionary, or
Yes,
is it going to be actually something that's,
Diversifying.
oh my
yes,
god.
all of those things.
So have you, well, wait, do they show the trailer in this at all?
Yes, yep, we're gonna see the
Okay,
trailer.
good. Awesome. That'll be something to hop off on, honestly. But yeah, like I am not excited to see their, so they're using characters, I know that from the books still, but they're putting
Yes.
their own spin on the characters in order to not get, claimed. I guess is the best way I can explain it.
Well, yeah,
Um,
I mean, I think they're doing their own spin on the characters because they want to make it more quote unquote modern.
Modern, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that they don't want to use the characters. It's just they want their own version of the characters. Is what I can
Mhm.
tell. And
And I know one
Ono is
rule.
right.
Yeah, Ono is definitely right. One rule they have is um they couldn't use the mortal characters from the original, from the trilogies, The Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Right.
Um, so like they couldn't use any human like characters that were established, or the or Hobbit characters, and
Right.
they also decided, so the second age takes place over centuries, right? Um,
Thousands of years, like
yeah,
like
the long ass
three
time.
thousand years, something like that.
So in this, they're trying to condense the show into one time period, like in like maybe a decade long. Like kind of just something where their characters will be able to survive the whole time. Because if
Yeah,
before, if not, they would have like their human characters dying off every couple episodes while their immortal characters stay on like the track. Um,
the immortal characters. Yeah,
yeah,
the elves. Yep.
the elves and yeah. So
All
yeah.
right. Okay, and as you can see here, this is the group of super fans. Now, do you see anything right off the bat that's kind of interesting?
Well, let's see. On the left, we have low rent WWE superstar no one likes, Roman Reigns.
This guy, his name. I'm not joking. His name is Mr. Isla.
Mr.
Well,
Isla.
Yep.
makes me want to kick him in the head more.
That's
Next
the
up,
character's name in JoJo.
next up, we
Sure.
have a well, she's obviously
A
empowered and
Subaru
has been,
driver.
yeah, right. She's definitely got a couple huskies in the back of the Subaru.
She
Yep.
looks like she works at a. She's like a valet. Look at the vest.
Yeah.
What, you don't like her velvet green vest?
Yeah.
It's velour.
It's very. She kind of looks like Frodo.
Kind of, yeah. At the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring, yeah. All right. This next guy, Ray. What are your first impressions of this guy?
Looking at him for this one frame may be unfair to assess this, but he's already gay. It just is.
Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna confirm that myth. You know,
I
or
want
at least
everybody to know I've never even seen. This is looking at one picture.
Oh my
This is
yeah,
how predictable quote diversity is these days.
yes. So, well, probably not confirm it, but it's probably going to be plausible. You know, going by the MythBusters scale here.
God.
Yeah, and then we've got
Well,
this
that's
kid here.
obviously, what's his name? Fredo? What'd you call him? The little guy?
Frodo.
Frodo. Oh,
No,
Fredo's
no,
something
that's
different.
no.
Fredo's the guy from
It-
CNN. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, where he's like an Italian chef. I don't know.
So one of the things about this too is I like that she chose to wear biking shorts showing off her manly tattoo with
Yeah,
combat boots.
and she's
Uh,
wearing a sweater or a sweatshirt with mushrooms on it.
I mean, if she liked this trailer, that's the only thing she could have been on. Like,
Yeah.
there's
You know what the thing is too is like people who, if they like put a poll like, hey, who wants to enter this contest for this, 93.8% of them were like young white nerds.
Oh yeah.
And they went out of their way to find these
I think
people.
Yeah, yeah.
we're gonna
What's
learn
the-
very soon that these guys have probably seen the Lord of the Rings like once.
yeah,
Wait,
what?
so they're probably even less informed than I, or well, sorry, maybe a little more informed than I am, but not much. Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yes.
yeah. What?
Okay.
So, are we gonna go around and say what's missing from this picture?
A rainbow flag, a
Yeah,
hybrid car.
or any like white nerdy dude, maybe.
A straight
Wow.
person maybe like yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Uh,
low rent Roman Reigns might
Yeah, he
might
might
like
be.
girls. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you always have to include a white guy, but it's a little weird that they don't have one at all.
Well, but it was only released in this was only released in Tonga, so they couldn't find one.
No, these are all UK people.
Oh,
Man.
their voices are gonna annoy me. Oh gosh.
So
Yeah.
do I have to
All right.
put this away, right? Okay.
Yes, you
Whatever.
do. Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Okay. Let's go with this, man.
Yep, Casey's on top of it. She's dressed as Bilbo, and she likes the mushroom sweater. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the mushroom sweater. It's just an interesting choice of attire.
Mm.
All right. So, let's start getting into it, shall we?
All right.
Every time I was like, okay, take a breath, something new would happen, and it was.
It's Middle Earth. There's never peace, right? If like Sauron is hot, I
Oh,
feel
I'm
like,
already
like,
right.
I can
I
fix
want
Yeah. Myth confirmed.
If
Dude.
Sauron is
Middle Earth had like a club. Yo, this tune is banging.
Awestruck, mystified, and starstruck.
Wow.
All right, so these are clearly superfans. These are clearly people who have an invested attachment to J.R.R. Tolkien's universe, and they're clearly like people who have read these books repeatedly and seen the movies repeatedly. You know, these aren't just like fucking random influencers and actors that Amazon picked out because they look like they would appeal to the audience that they want for this show.
Oh yeah. I mean they're not appealing to Lord of the Rings fans, that's for sure.
that never backfires either. That always works when you appeal to a small group of people that hate you to try to make money off of.
That don't even watch your content. Who won't watch your content?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that worked. That worked for the Last Jedi, didn't it?
Oh yes.
Oh,
of
dude,
course.
it works for everything. Think about it. You have a bunch of whiny people on one platform that scream a lot, so you lose $10 trillion trying to please them, even though they never bought
Yeah.
your stuff. Why don't
Yeah,
they just leave? They should have left Bezos in space, as far as this is concerned.
Oh god.
All right, so we're getting into the trailer, I think,
Haven't you ever wondered what else is out there?
and this is like fucking Narnia, I guess. I don't know.
I actually have no clue where they're at right now.
There's wonders in this world beyond our wandering.
The Rings of Powder. I mean, powder. Yeah,
Power.
clearly not the powder that's been going up their noses.
Mhm.
Yeah, Red. There's some powder. All right.
Yeah, definitely in the writer's room.
My name's Mr. Isla, and I'm
See, Mr. Isla.
Mr. Isla. That has to be a stage
Oh,
name.
That's not. Dude, his father right now is punching a monitor.
His father is wondering why he's not a doctor right now. I think he's so angry that his son is not a doctor.
excited because Prime Video's new epic fantasy series, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, just dropped with a teaser trailer, and I'm here with the Fellowship of Influencers.
See, influencers. They're not. They don't even pretend they're super fans. So Amazon straight up fucking lied to us from the beginning because they're like, yeah, we're just fucking influencers. We'll shill for anything.
This is like
Just for
this
clicks.
is like some guy from General Motors handing me the key to a supercharged Corvette C8 and say something good.
Yeah.
See, and you know
Good.
it's hosted by Amazon, so you know they can't say anything bad about the show either. Like about the
No.
trailer.
No, they gave them a list of talking points that they have to include.
Oh my gosh,
And
it's
that's
going to be
it.
12 minutes of just like absolute blowing from these guys. Jeez.
Oh, there's some blowing going on there. I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mr.
Well-
Isla approached the cake boy there to the right.
Cake
No.
boy.
All right, keep this
Chanel,
going.
Joel, and Kelsey, how you guys doing?
Very excited after watching that.
Come on.
Very intrigued to just see everyone else's thoughts and just
Oh,
gather what we all
God.
think.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. All right, 3 words to describe the Rings of Power.
Too
Caesar,
fucking gay.
go.
Okay. Breathtaking. I
Breath-
literally didn't breathe.
I wish you
No,
wouldn't
you-
breathe.
You did breathe because you're still alive.
Don't forget that part. That's important. If you want to stay alive, don't forget to breathe. Dumb woman.
Exhilarating and intriguing.
I didn't.
Okay, breathtaking, exhilarating, and intriguing. Could you be any more vague? I don't know.
She's getting paid a lot, or she's impressed by how toasters work. It's one of those.
Prime. If you were to describe the teaser in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Boring, shitty, and pointless.
How about pandering, and pandering?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I haven't actually seen the trailer yet. So
Oh,
I think
you haven't.
I think we've seen enough already.
Oh no, you didn't see the. Oh no, you didn't see the
Yeah.
whole thing, dude. The whole thing is bad.
Jeez.
Casey, I think he did imply if Sauron was hot, like he would, try and make moves on him.
Which of course they had to have the gay guy say because they want to have a hypersexualized. Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
It's always that
And
sentence.
Joshua Lee points out all we need here is George Takei. But I guess I guess Cake Boy, we're calling him. I guess he fills in.
Cake Boy's George Takei.
Does he go, oh my, at some point? Or what's going on?
Oh, I don't know.
I say the
I
odds are
always use it
50-50. I'll give you $5 if you. Oh my. Okay.
All right, Chad. What are your 3 words to describe the trailer? Even though you probably haven't watched it, but fuck it, who cares?
Notice that you weren't breathing.
Yeah,
I
no.
was gonna call first aid.
It was like I was trying, but every time I was like, okay, take a breath, something new would happen. And it was
So I guess she's like never seen a trailer before because they're pretty much all the fucking same these days.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the trailer and there is definitely not much going on in it. So I can kind of tell just off of her reaction that she's kind of like what's the word? Chewing it up a bit. Like there was nothing going on. There's cameo shots of a characters doing things. Like it's kind of like if like Rey was running like in the forest and then they had Kylo walking down some stairs, and then they had like Obi-Wan like doing some stretches and shit. Like there's nothing going on in the trailer.
I would say all 4 of these people are here to shill their Instagram accounts.
Agreed.
Did you guys see
Agreed.
the watermelon I drilled a hole in earlier? Click here.
She like, and I was like, you can fall off your chair. Please
No,
no.
what about you?
Oh, I would say like expansive because
Yeah.
we're getting this like whole new look into the second age on screen, and it's gonna be so amazing. I also want to say representative.
Shut
there we
the
go.
fuck up right
There
now.
we go. There it is.
Low rent Romans, hit them with a steel chair. Do something worthy with your life right
let's
now.
hear his explanation. Let's hear his explanation of why it was of what representative.
What's on his shirt, by the way? Does he got like
Jizz stains.
Leaves?
on his shirt? Leaves? I don't know.
No,
Okay.
those aren't leaves. Whatever.
Because we're getting like more diversity within
Oh,
the
shut-
series. Like,
Whoa, okay. That's a talking point.
See, what-
diversity.
Here's the thing about that. Like we're literally 90 seconds in this thing, and already is I don't even know about Lord of the Rings, but I know that it was a European sort of thing. They come from a Nordic area, and quote diversity as far as people's skin color goes doesn't exist there in the Middle fucking Ages. It just doesn't.
It does not.
Yes,
Please,
this is
please stop. Please, I hate stuff. I mean, this is like the word. This is a 90 seconds in. There's already 3 people I want to punch on this stage. You say,
No,
Yeah, so this is a very well known fact. The Lord of the Rings Middle Earth is mythology for England, Northern Europe.
Yep.
So
Because
the people are supposed to look the way on purpose.
Yes, so what he's referring to is so in the teaser, who knows if there's gonna be more in the show, there's a black elf and a black dwarf.
Yes, the dwarf that Ray was supposed to use as his avatar.
no way, no, that was too much.
So, as you already said, it's not out of an well, yeah, it's inherently exclusionary because like there's no black people there. Like there's not supposed to be. That's how it's set up and written. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. It being its own not Middle Eastern, you know,
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth European type setting.
Yeah.
And in order to put them in the show, they have to go inherently contradict the work that they're trying to quote unquote adapt.
Yeah.
Like there's the auto just off the bat in a 1-minute teaser, they already disrespect Tolkien's work. Like they disrespect Tolkien's work by putting in a token. It's crazy. Like, I don't like it.
Casey wants the cake boy to be put through a table.
Casey
So
on
I think
that
we
one.
all agree. Yep.
Casey, is that homophobic?
Oh, looks like
well,
Roy
she
Cyberpunk's
said
having some fun.
things. Yeah, Roy Cyberpunk, thanks for joining us. He says, I have never seen anything more soulless, vile, and malignant than the Amazon so-called superfans videos. Nothing but 100% narcissistic nihilism from start to end. I think we all agree.
Videos, does that imply there's more?
Yeah, they did these superfan videos for like 5 other different countries. They did it for like France and like Italy and Germany and I don't know, bumfuckistan, who knows.
I'm glad I don't speak any of those. If they're probably in those languages, I'm glad I don't speak any of those.
And the French one is like one guy. It's like one white French guy.
At least he's representative of the fan base, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess the French just don't give a fuck other than that one guy.
They don't like having the English. The
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is too big of a win for the UK, so they're like, fuck you.
This is the only video that's unlisted though. Which is
Yeah, but
interesting.
this thing probably got ratioed into oblivion, and
Oh yeah, it totally
that's
did.
what's been happening to all of Amazon's like Lord of the Ring like.
well, I
drops.
mean, Amazon's going to deliver in boxes. Just leave it that way. I mean, I never like I have Amazon Prime on because they give you a video service. I think I've watched one show on it and said, "Oh, that was it."
Yeah.
Like
I watched The Boys, I think, and that was it on Amazon. But yeah, this thing is, you can already see the immense backlash, and of course, with their whole diversity thing, you already know that whenever anybody's going to say anything about this show, they're automatically going to resort to calling you a racist for not liking what you see, and that they've already done that.
Shield. They've got that built-in shield, just like
Mhm.
every other attempt at doing this kind of thing. And Roy Cyberpunk chimes in again. Did anyone notice how they relish the words corruption and manipulation, as if the words are aphrodisiacs to them that make them hot and bothered, almost to the point of orgasm? Huh?
yeah, this is what happens in severely broken homes. Like one parent raises like 10 kids, and they're all she just says, "Do whatever you want." This is what happens.
Oh yeah, this. I don't know how far we can get this, but this is just what's the word? Epidemic? No.
Yep.
Endemic. I think it's endemic of the entire culture that we have in this generation. Like it is participation culture. All those things you can just kind of you can circle back to that.
Yep. and Casey says, "Give him the steel chair."
Yes, Casey.
Smash him in the face. Smash him in the fucking face. All right. Well, let's get some more of this cringe.
We're seeing our first black elf. We're seeing the first female dwarf, and I'm very looking forward to like looking at that. And then
All he cares about is looking at it.
Yeah, he wants to look at the black elf and the black dwarf. So
The
maybe
black
he's bisexual.
female dwarf. Come
Yeah.
on. The one that has no beard.
No, she's got like some very like wispy mutton chops or something like that, but no
Yeah.
beard.
Gosh, that all they wanted to do is look at it. That's ridiculous. Like, it's not. I want to learn about their characters. I get to look at a black person. I get to look at
Yeah.
a woman. That's
I don't get
so
to find out what kind of interesting stories they're going to be part of.
it's
just
so
wanna look at it.
shallow. It's so
Yeah.
shallow. These people are bone or skin deep. Skin deep.
I just want to see a black elf on screen.
intriguing because obviously this period of history within the Middle Earth is very
You know,
rife
the thing
with
is,
notions.
speaking of period, this guy's about to get his. Dear God.
They chose the
What
most
the fuck is
effeminate.
on his shirt? Are they? Those are leaves.
Those are leaves. Yeah, they're leaves. They're leaves.
Well, look, you have mushrooms and leaves. There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Harmony.
The leaves once lived in harmony with the mushroom nation.
Is very rife with notions of the plot of like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and see
No. The
Wait.
second age has nothing to do with the Hobbit.
Wait, what was his sentence just there? Could we repeat
how
that?
brings
All right.
power with
Don't make him
period of
rewind.
history the
Sick
All right.
man.
Middle Earth is very rife with notions of the plot of like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and seeing how the rings of power are being forged.
Definitely more than 3 words.
Okay, so yeah, that wasn't much a word salad other than seeing how the rings are made.
Yeah.
Like,
Seeing, because there's just about nothing. Like, I guess seeing the same characters again. I don't know, like seeing Galadriel and Elrond is like, oh,
Yeah.
we get to know what they were doing before the what's it called? Before the Lord of the Rings took place or
Yeah.
the Hobbit, which no, you don't actually, because this is non-canon, and this is not those
Yeah.
characters.
yeah, this should have nothing to do with the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit at all. It should like not except for the ring, the one ring.
Yeah, that's the only cameo that'll be made.
Yeah,
it's not.
and that's something I'll say, just like an outsider, so I've never seen him. It's like, if you think you're so good, stand on your own ideas, right? I mean,
See,
it's a huge problem with everything that like reboots or remakes or all this crap. But I mean, let's look at Star Trek or Star Wars, any of the newer movies. Like they're throwing in the old character, like the Star Trek one that had Khan in it again. I'm like, why, dude? If you were any good, you wouldn't need that. And
Yeah.
it's same with Star Wars. It's like, I liked seeing Han Solo, but if that was going to be any good, you could have done it without him. It's all this shit. So we're so creative and we're the best thing ever. And we'd like to, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you aren't. You're a piece of shit because you don't know how to do your own thing. You could take the
Yeah.
universe and do something with it, but
Mhm.
you're not doing that. There's a built-in fan base that's going to get you 80% of your audience because you don't know how to fucking stand on your own. It's cowardly.
Exactly. There's on the teaser trailers and pretty much everything that Amazon drops regarding Lord of the Rings, there is one quote that is it almost looks like it's being botted, but there's just in every single language known to man, it is saying they cannot create, they can only destroy. That is
Yep.
it's on every single comment section of all those things. They can only create, they can only they cannot create, they can only destroy. And that is so true.
It's everything. Like I don't want to go way too far on it, but like I mean, there's a prequels to The Sopranos now. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, come on. I mean, we got it. It was a show was on for 7 years. A lot of people liked it, but if you just put out that show and you never mention them and you just drop little hints, people like it a lot more.
And-
It's the same like video games. Like, hey, look, we have Call of Duty 9000, and we're back in World War II for the 70th time, but now it's got midgets and gay people, so it's more diverse. I'm like, no, not really, because in World War II, if that never happened, so now you're ruining history.
It's got like a one-armed lady sniper. She's got like a prosthetic arm.
Yeah, that's
fucking
the Battlefield one. Like, yeah, that's what the Brits did. They ran around with the katanas and redheaded women with prosthetic robot arms in the 40s. Right? It's like,
Yeah,
just
like,
stop.
they they know, like you said, they know they have a built-in fan base that's going to be there. But here's the thing: every time before they do their stupid little like headcanon shit that they always do, they always make it like against the fans. You know, they're always like, "Oh, fans need to embrace change," which is this code for, "Look, we're going to make something that you won't like, but you have to like it." That is,
Yep.
Yeah.
that is exactly what that means.
Or you're an
It's-
istinophobe.
Or you're an istinophobe.
See,
Exactly.
those things never bothered me being called those. I've always been good to people in person. I never cared anything about being like if
If-
someone's going to group me in like that. Well, then I'm not saying that guy, the third one from the left, is an asshole. But I'm saying that I knew that he was what he was before he even opened his mouth, just because he's acting that way to get attention. I mean, there's things you can see with people. These
Mhm.
are all
Oh.
attention whores, all of them.
Roy,
Oh, yeah,
Roy in
they're
the chat is
influencers.
Roy in the chat is right. We'll probably get to that that dwarf princess, but yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong about that. I can't. Now I'm kind of waiting for her eyes to like start glowing and be like, "The Goa'uld are going to destroy your planet." All right, let's
Oh my gosh.
hear some more what these fuckers have to say.
Oh, thank you. I love it. I love
Thank you. I'm an over-explainer.
it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I would say awestruck, mystified, and starstruck.
Wow.
Okay, she just said the exact same thing. 3 times.
Awestruck, mystified, starstruck. Okay.
What? Okay. What? Why is she starstruck? I mean, there's nobody in this show that that you.
There's a rock fell from the
shit
sky and
about.
hit her on the head.
Don Lemon's in there, dude. Don Lemon's in there.
Donald.
Who the hell's Don? You see, that's a good.
Right. If you haven't seen there's the black elf in there. Looks straight up like Don Lemon, the guy from CNN.
Oh God, that's another thing I avoid like the plague.
Yeah, we're gonna hear like some Elf Lives Matter or something.
Funny enough, Don Lemon's also gay, so maybe the elf is gay too. Oh no, there's
Maybe.
a love triangle, or no, there's a romance story within the teased in the trailer or
Oh,
teased
yeah.
in the teaser, which is something that Tolkien like tried to stay away from as much as possible. He was not a fan of the whole romance deal, and he kept all matters of sex out of his stories. And I'm pretty sure this being Amazon, they're probably gonna insert at least 1 or 2 sex scenes into there.
Oh yeah. They
So-
did hire an intimacy coordinator. So
Oh yeah.
like what kind of job is an intimacy coordinator anyway? Like
I think
Well,
that's just like a sex therapist, but like actually on the ground, like in the field.
Okay, now move your hips to
hopefully
the
she-
right.
yeah, like no, Larry, you're humping her belly button. You got to back down toward the crotchal area.
You think they have those in like porn settings too? Like a sex coordinator.
You figure that's
Yeah,
something
maybe.
you could figure out yourself, but maybe.
Well,
That's interesting.
obviously these people have never had sex. So
Yeah. I mean, if you're a gay dude and you're pretending to like bang a lady, you probably don't know a whole lot about what you're doing down there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Let's get
all right. Roy Cyberpunk. He says if they really wanted different diversity, as they allege, they could have set up their story on Harad and Rune instead of repainting white characters and even historical figures like Anne Boleyn. Yeah, but no one wants to see. No one wants to see a story in Harad. They want to see Middle Earth, so they can't do that.
Yeah, they don't care about they want to get it as popular as possible and yet retain like they want to do their own thing yet retain the money. So they know they know that they can't. If they went with their own ideas, it's going to fail. Just the fact that it's a Lord of the Rings thing is like it will get its success on its own, just like Star Wars. Yeah, it won't get them as much success if it were actually made by a Star Wars or a Lord of the Rings fan, if you know what I mean. Like everybody points at like, oh, look at this the new trilogy. How is the new trilogy bad? It made money. Well, it could have made a lot more money if it was good. So same with this.
Justin Bieber makes money too. Big shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very strong words.
that is like the word for the next teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Or just like
Popping
pop
up
here.
with your name on the byline. So in the teaser trailer, and obviously with a lot of stuff that you probably read about it, we're introduced to the first black elf.
Shut the
Oh.
fuck up.
See, Don,
There
let
it
me.
I mean, this whole thing
Female
is
dwarf.
is all about their egos and being too ashamed of them themselves as like people with a personality. That's they don't have one. These are the kind of people who's just like you imagine just walking by and you never there they go and they never done anything and never will and they have just problems with everybody in the world because they hate it.
See, these people, they're the most shallow people. They only they when they're like, oh look, there's a black one too. Look at that. There's also a black woman one. Like that's so shallow. Like, can we actually like none of them are gonna say, hey, what is this character gonna be so like? I want to learn more about this character. Like, what do they like to eat? You know, what do they do? What are their mannerisms? No, they see, oh, it's black, so I like them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gay, so I like it. Like
That's
it's
all that matters.
it's so shallow.
All right. Well, okay. So actually, this really should have been your avatar here, right? With this,
I
yeah,
don't know, man. That's a little rough.
having an orgasm or something, or
I kind of like the police academy guys better, but thanks.
Also, this dwarf, just okay. So already with the inaccuracies. So the elves all have long hair, like all of them, men and women alike.
Yep.
Black elf over there had like a buzz, it looked like. Female dwarf here, there are no black dwarves. As far as I know, none. They live in the caves. They have no need for melanin. They barely see sunlight. All right, there's no need for that. Also, in the I forget what book it was. It might have been in the appendices, but they explain what female dwarves look like. They're
Yep.
very rare. They look exactly like the men. When they leave, they they dress like the men. All the men have beards, so it's pretty much easy to infer that the female dwarves would also have beards if they were to look exactly like the men when they leave the caves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's got some sausage fingers though, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's also not
Yeah.
ugly enough. Have y'all seen Gimli, bro? Like they need to uglify this woman.
I don't know. She's pretty lumpy looking. She's kind of like potato headed. So
Yeah, she's fat, but she's not like grotesque. Like the dwarves, the
well,
dwarf,
Gimli wasn't grotesque.
he was pretty fucking ugly. His eyes were like one of his eyes was smaller than the other. Like his face was all
No.
wrinkled up. Yeah. One of his eyes was smaller than the other. Like you could clearly
Got
tell
like
that
a fucking caved in chin and shit. He's fucked up.
you couldn't even see his chin because he had a beard.
Someone hit him in the head with a turnbuckle when he was younger.
Like
So maybe she is a Goa'uld system lord, and she's calling down for an orbital strike from the Goa'uld mothership in orbit.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
diversity, especially
Oh, there it is again.
screen
Buzzword.
as an actor, means first female dwarf. Now, diversity, especially on screen as an actor, means a lot.
Okay, so
What if you acting in the side of a freaking gay porn, you idiot?
Dinner theater.
Oh, of course. I forgot.
Yes.
Dinner theater.
All right. So a super fan, no super fan. Now I wouldn't call myself a Lord of the Rings super fan, but there are things I am a super fan of. Transformers, of course, Star Trek, and at no point talking about those would I say, as an asshole online, the most important thing to me is diversity in regards to these.
I just want to know what do they put in like their breast milk or something when they're kids? I don't get it. This is just fucked
They
up.
they don't have breast milk. They have like soy milk.
Yeah, they have their mothers don't love them enough to let them suck on her tit. Like, let's be real. Like again, I'm a super fan of things like World of Warcraft. Mostly World of Warcraft and even Star Wars to a certain extent. I know a lot about that. And like you said, I've never cared about diversity. Like I care about, oh, is this like good? Is this
Yeah.
of quality? You know, I'm a super fan of food. I like food. I like having high quality food. I don't care who makes my food. You know, like I don't care what's in my food. Just give me as
This
long as
was
it's good.
this was good food. Oh wait, a ginger made it. Shit.
You know, like these. The fact that as an actor, I care about diversity. Like, why?
Yeah,
I'd ask
that
him
is.
why. What is diversity done for him and specifically?
Well, they would never allow you on.
Yeah.
You would never be able to talk about that. But yeah, so this is clearly a talking point that Amazon gave him. Like, we want you to mention diversity. Like, hammer it in as much as you can, every chance you get.
Quota.
Talk about how diverse our show is. Because
Mhm.
I don't know.
To me,
Cancel
because
Amazon
growing up-
Prime.
I considered it. I actually really considered it. It's not mine to cancel though, it's my mom's. I canceled Disney Plus though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Was-
hear what Mr. Diversity has to say.
Now, diversity, especially on screen as an actor, means a lot to me because growing up, I hardly had that. You know, watching TV and watching a lot of films and stuff. Never saw people of my color.
Oh, you dickhead.
Okay.
What,
All right,
does
okay.
it matter that they're fucking talented, or maybe that perhaps you don't live in an area where many of those, like going back to some of the things that Evan was saying, like, you know, I don't think anybody called Star Wars racist for the first movie because it was all white people or anything. You know what happened is back in the 70s where they filmed that in the UK, there weren't any black people. It wasn't because George Lucas was a racist asshole. And that's the thing some of these people don't get. Like when you're trying to cast a paraplegic and they yell at you because you didn't get an actual dude in a wheelchair. It's maybe because there not one of those available to
Very
act,
low,
you asshole.
low supply.
The thing is that this point that they make, this fucking point that, oh, you need to see yourself on there, you need to be represented, is fucking stupid. Because no, you don't. If you have to see, if you can only identify someone who looks like you, then why the fuck are you even watching these movies? Why watch anything? Like, don't watch anything.
Exactly.
Isn't he the bigot at that point though?
Yeah, growing up, you know, my favorite superhero was Captain America. I'm a black dude. I'm like straight like I didn't care. I didn't care Captain America wasn't black. I was like, dude, he's cool. He has a shield. He throws that shit. Thor, the blonde hair, blue-eyed Norse god. He was so cool. He had thunder and lightning. I want to know where in these guys' brains growing up did they get fucked up to where they only could appreciate someone if they looked like them. That is ridiculous.
They reversed a lot of hard work that went on during actual struggles too. It's really sad to watch this.
Dude, anime? I watched a lot of anime. Like there's no black people in anime.
There's not even Japanese people in anime.
Yeah. I love Knight Rider, and of course I love Kit, and Kit isn't even a fucking person. He's a Pontiac Trans Am. I have no problems identifying with Kit.
Turbo boost, right?
Stop for turbo boost. All right.
These people are so sad. It's ridiculous. I have to see myself in something to appreciate. The whole point of art is to take yourself out of it and to like, you know, like being able to just look at it from just an outside point of view to see if it's good, if it's of quality. You have to.
Wait, let's keep watching this enthralling. This is what I meant, Prime, the other day when you said, I said, let's do a short, but you said, oh, I don't think I can. We're an hour in, dude. This is 2 minutes of this we've been talking about. That's what I meant. You have a gift for this, my friend.
Oh, that's because this is trash. This is garbage, and we have to destroy it.
Dude, like I'm fine with destroying all of this video. Like I don't know if they can say any one sentence without us being like, okay, maybe I see there's a problem here. Like,
yeah.
It's exciting to see that, you know, diversity is being explored in the Rings of Power.
Why is that exciting?
Like,
the character should be exciting, not their appearance.
Oh, but no, you missed it all wrong. You see, there's a reason why characters are great, and it's obvious because their appearance, not because of their motivations or their personality or the way they're portrayed. As far as that, this guy's talking about exploring. He doesn't even know what the word means. Nothing. No
well,
clue.
he's definitely explored some of something. Yeah,
yep. Maybe him and Cake Boy. Did some fun together. I don't know.
Cake Boy.
Cake Boy.
Where did you even come up with Cake Boy, Ray?
I might have heard it when I don't know. It appeared in my brain and that filter missed it. So
Okay, well,
I don't know
you
where
just
it came
Cake Boy
from, but
now on, though.
it's very applicable. Like it's accurate.
I mean, from the first, like, there's a way like you can present, like when you sit, for example, a male does not sit like that. That's any sort of masculine guy.
They're
It just
sitting the
doesn't. It
exact
doesn't.
same way.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
like Mushroom Girl and
Well,
Cake Boy
well,
are
Prime,
sitting
you see,
exactly the same way.
that's how all black people sit. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
dude, wait a second.
Sitting like that right now.
Wait,
Well, no,
wait a
no,
second.
no.
Wait, I must not know any
it's-
black people then, because all the black dudes I work with do not sit like that. I'll promise you right now.
No, because look, Frodo Baggins here is sitting the same way as well. Like
I
all
never
three
said
of
it was exclusive to just.
them.
What are your thoughts on the casting decisions? Then?
I'm very excited for it because Tolkien's work was always about being inclusive. I mean, we see
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh, wait. Before Evan starts, I'm gonna go in the other room and piss on something that isn't in this room, and let Evan. You got the stage for at least
Okay.
till I come back. The rant begins.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you didn't need to tell us that. You could have just let him go and then do your thing. But I'm sure everyone appreciates you. Announcing to the chat that you have to empty your bladder.
Okay.
All right. Go for it, my son.
This is as much of a Lord of the Rings is not. It's inherently not inclusive. It is exclusive to Tolkien's work. Like that is not how. That's how. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's the most brain dead statement I heard. It is what is inclusive to Lord of the Rings is what Tolkien wrote. I don't even know how many books he wrote, like 9 to 12. No. Like those are different like tales, but like at least 6 books, worth. That is what Lord of the Rings is. Now, just because they have the IP to that, even though they have the IP, doesn't. Sorry, my dog stepped on my mic control. Just because they have the IP doesn't even mean that they have the rights to Tolkien's work. Like they have some, but they can't even use most of the shit that's in there.
Right.
So like no, he made these races. He has detailed extremely he tells you how the trees fucking fart. Like it is extremely detailed. It is exclusive to his imagination. That is what Lord of the Rings is. It's not inclusive. Not at all.
Yes. Joshua Lee asks, what about the animated Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies from the 70s and 80s? That is a good question. The Rankin Bass Hobbit movie is awesome. Even though it doesn't cover as much as it should. Leave some things out, but yeah, that's okay. It's great, though. I love all the songs. Me and my brother used to watch it all the time when we were kids, and we would sing the songs. And, sometimes we still kind of do. We do pop into, like, 15 birds in 5 fir trees, and that's all I'm gonna subject you to for singing. But yeah, it's great. It's great. John Huston as Gandalf. He's amazing. And yeah, you should check that out if you find it. And then what's his name? Great classic actor. He's Smog. He's Paladin from Have Gun Will Travel. Great voice. It's awesome. Yeah, great song. The Ralph Bakshi Fellowship of the Ring movie. There's some good parts to it. Peter Jackson wholesale ripped off images from that completely. Like there's the scene at Bilbo's birthday party with the old Proudfoot. The way he's sitting and the way he's posed, that's copied exactly from the Ralph Bakshi movie. It's a little weird though with the animation because they did a lot of rotoscoping. They filmed live action stuff and they would animate over the top of it. Yeah, it's interesting tale, but it's not it's incomplete though. So I think it covers maybe half of Two Towers or something like that. I'm not sure. Richard Boone. That's right, Casey. Richard Boone. great voice. But yeah, look those up. They're worth watching.
God, fuck that guy. Fuck that
Man,
guy. For what
this
he
is-
said.
All right, you ready to move on?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. All right, I feel relieved. I just drank a
That's
quart of motor oil in the bathroom. I'll be fine.
Okay, there you go.
Eat a match. You'll be better off.
Fellowship, like a bunch of people from different backgrounds coming together in order to face a common enemy, being Sauron, and just seeing the casting decisions. It's really, really exciting to see.
Again, just the casting decisions. That is not something to be excited about.
It's really not. Well, I could see that if it was like if they were like high tier actors. Like if I saw Leonardo
Yeah,
DiCaprio in this, I'd be like, oh, that might be kind of cool. But
Not me.
I couldn't name a single person in the trailer.
Yeah, maybe like if they got Ian McKellen back as Gandalf, for example. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
I
cool.
can see that. I can see that as exciting. Sure, I can see your point on that. I can see, I could see his point. Like if there was some high profile casting, if like Hugo Weaving was back or something like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
but these
But-
are just fucking random
Yeah,
people.
these are actors with no care for the IP that they're working in. They just want a job.
Yeah,
Anybody who actually liked Lord of the Rings would never take a spot on that roster.
Let's continue this enthralling conversation.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's.
It's just going to mean so much to like me personally because it's getting that representation in Middle
Oh,
Earth.
fuck you.
like he's got to have. There needs to be diversity in Middle Earth.
He needs to see himself. He's so self-absorbed that he has to see himself.
Oh,
my
he's
God.
going back to the
Me personally,
kids.
because it's getting that representation in Middle Earth. Young kids are going to see that on screen.
Oh my.
Young kids are not going to care about seeing.
I
a
know,
black-
right? When I was
I watched the Wiggles, bro. They were like, looking, like what's the one with the weird Teletubbies? Those fuckers are red, green, blue, orange. Like, I didn't care. I like Captain America. He's a white dude. I didn't care. I saw myself because he was cool. I wanted to be like Captain America. I still do, not gonna lie. But
Sure.
like, dude, the kids. This whole for the kids argument is so fake, and they don't. Especially coming from their side, they do not care about kids. They do not care about children.
No.
well, I think
No,
one of them
no.
cares about kids.
Oh.
Yeah, they do not care about children. This whole think of the children, let them see themselves in the shows. Children will look at anything, like anything. They don't care if they don't see someone who looks like them. They just want something cool to happen.
Yes.
And
And what kid's gonna watch this show?
Yeah, no kids are gonna watch this show because it's probably gonna be like mature or something like that. I don't know.
They hired an intimacy fucking coordinator.
It's
really
for
No-
it's for the Teletubby references.
Of course.
oh hey, there's someone that looks just like me.
Oh,
And
dude.
being like an elf and a dwarf, and yeah, it just fills me with a lot of hope for like the future of the Rings of Power and seeing like much more.
Okay, no, like the stories or the characters, that doesn't fill them with hope. Just the fucking way they look.
Oh yeah, I didn't even put that together, dude. That's so shallow. These people are shallow. I think that if I were to use 3 words to describe the cast of the super fans, the fellowship of influencers, it'd be shallow, retarded, and
Vain.
vain, yes, arrogant. That's 4, but yeah.
more diversity being included as well.
It's gonna be
Jesus
inspiring, right,
Christ.
for the next generation.
Definitely.
What about you, Snow?
They're
You
definitely
can't
hitting
tell-
the diversity counter. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what we should have. We should have a counter on screen.
Ding!
Like counting the times to say this diversity and representation.
I can do a squeal on my guitar every time they say it. Like I'll do a high pitched harmonic. Wing.
Okay, fuck it. Go ahead.
All right. No, go. Please continue. I'll get my stuff ready. I can't wait. This is great. I get to
Okay.
perform and I get to be myself in front of my super fan chat because it's important that I am represented in everything. It doesn't matter if it sucks; it's just important. I can't believe that they did. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
I absolutely adored, but there are not many women in it, and the 3 women who are in it never speak to one another.
Okay,
Who cares?
who can? So first off, she's a super fan of Lord of the Rings. If she's saying there are barely any women in it, why do you even like it? Like if this is if this is a contingency, like if this is a contention for you, then do you claim to be a super fan of Lord of the Rings? If you already said there's no, that's so stupid. And of course, there's barely any women in it because it's a war story for like at least in the movies. There's lots of battles and stuff, and even in one of the battles, there's a whole woman in there who has a big
That's
role.
sexist because women can do anything a man can do, even fighting wars and shit. So check your male privilege and fuck the patriarchy.
The whole idea that men and women can do everything that each other can is retarded. Like no, we're different, and that's beautiful. Oh, God.
Exactly. They don't even have any good renowned actors. They've got a black hobbit who is apparently a knight for some reason, but I guess they'll fucking give out knighthoods to anyone these days because I think like Lewis Hamilton, the Formula One racing driver, is a knight now. I don't know. Play some entertainment. No. Stop.
Suicide squirrel. All right, keep going with this lame ass shit.
All right.
Don't you? So it will be so cool to be able to see more female representation.
Do it. No, you're supposed to do your fucking harmonic.
ding.
I did. You didn't hear it because you were.
No, you just went off and did some suicide squirrel. All right, we can't wait for you to do like a 3-minute solo every time they say
Okay.
diversity.
Wait, okay. Okay, ready? Listen. Here you go.
Here for 36 hours.
Here you go. You ready?
Yeah. Okay, good.
To maybe see them actually interact with one another. I'm very excited to see it.
So she's excited to see one lady talk to another lady.
You don't see that in real life. The women never talk.
Oh man, in my experience, they talk too much. I'm playing. Oh God, I'm canceled. Oh man.
It just makes me so excited for the next generation because, like, as you said, like growing up, like I was still excited about being an elf or a hobbit and joining in with it, even though I wasn't represented. Like,
what do you mean? There are plenty of female elves. Oh my God, there is.
So being a super fan, she couldn't identify with the elves because there weren't many female elves, is what she's trying to say.
There were so many. There were so many female humans. The only female race that we didn't see really were the dwarves, and that's because it's well established that there were like barely any female dwarves.
Yeah, the female dwarves are extremely rare, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least rare to be spotted. But like, oh my goodness, this lady, how are you a super fan and you say you can't even identify with the media that you like?
I don't think she can identify with anything.
She can probably identify with other women who drive Subarus.
All right, keep going, man.
Okay,
let's go.
Or my queerness wasn't represented. It just makes me so happy.
Okay. That's because they live in an age that. That's because they live in an age where being gay doesn't exist.
All right, hold on.
Even though I wasn't represented, like even like my disability or my queerness wasn't represented, it just makes me so happy.
Okay, disability and queerness. Like she's got what is it? What is her disability? Like she.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting that her brain doesn't work, but that's just me.
I was gonna say like maybe
it is her itself.
Yeah. That could be it, or maybe her parents bought the generic brand of food that she liked instead of the name brand. So
I wanted Fruity Pebbles, not Walmart's Pebble Fruit.
So, so there's a reason that one gayness isn't like her queerness or whatever isn't in Lord of the Rings. So first off, um, Tolkien was very explicit in not having a lot of sexual relations within Lord of the Rings. He wanted to be about the adventure, not about sex or love or love, but like not romantic love. There was obviously Aragorn's like thing with the elf lady, and that was it. That was just about it. Um, but yeah, there's only like one romantic relationship. And given, the time when the books are written and, just all of human history, odds are, well, of course it's not going to be a gay relationship. Like, come on. Like, let's be realistic here. And yeah, like simple as that. There's nothing deeper about it. And also, I'm just gonna say this: like Lord of the Rings is in a society where you kind of have to make babies. They're in that middle age type deal. They're gonna they're not gonna have a whole lot of gay relationships in there. Let's.
I really think the people of this age group, and I'm looking at right here, I don't mean everybody, but I mean like the ones that are really loud and have all this attention. They really don't understand how to create people, and that just the world can't all be gay because you want it to be, because then it wouldn't exist. But whatever. I'm just
Well-
at this point. I'm resigned to just looking at four idiots babble about nothing.
Yeah, well, these people live in a world where they were told that everything that they wanted comes true. Everything that they believe exists. It's it's ridiculous. It leads to Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Like that's what happens.
their biggest struggle they have in life is like when the Wi-Fi goes out for an
Yeah,
hour or two.
these people have never. I can tell you, these people have never struggled. Like straight up.
I don't know, that lady talking right now seems to have struggled with something. You gotta remember, she's disabled.
Thanks for stopping by, Roy.
Yeah,
I'm
Roy.
glad you enjoyed it, and check out some of my other videos, and come back soon and hang out with us again.
Ciao.
Ciao. All right, let's do it.
It makes my heart warm. Like, gonna be seeing younger people. Just, like,
The Rings of Power. Is
Huh?
the four of us are sitting here today.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it's like we
Literally.
probably wouldn't have if the series wasn't being made.
like you said, it
Yeah.
really is a true like meaning
Fellowship.
of fellowship.
Yeah, we have fellowship.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as the fellowship
Whoa.
looks just like you, then
And
you're
they
good with
look
it.
like you. If anybody had any dissenting opinions, they'd be kicked out of the fellowship.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
That was what's so beautiful. They literally, oh man, what was his name?
They're too dumb to know it, though. That's amazing how stupid these four
Yep.
people are.
What was Sean Bean's character's name? Gosh darn it.
Boromir.
Boromir. Like they had plenty of people of dissenting opinions and
Yes.
mindsets within the fellowship. People who had different goals and wants and needs. Like
Yeah, Boromir and Aragorn vehemently disagreed throughout virtually
yes.
the entire Fellowship of the Ring. They had this great scene together where Aragorn specifically states, "I will not take the ring within 1,000 leagues of your city."
Yes, that was amazing. Yes, and we already know if there was a dissenting opinion within this group, they would be kicked out. They weren't even allowed to go to the showing. I'm pretty sure they got people. They carbon copied each of these motherfuckers and then changed the ink a little bit on each one of them, just to switch it up.
You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not sure if you guys can relate, but I used to take a lot of road trips. This is the group you didn't want to get stuck with in the car. These people right here. It never shut up. It's all about them. They have no idea what they're talking about. They aren't smart. But they think they're the best thing in the world. And like we used to call those in my days, the lead guitarist. Because like, in a band, like they're usually pretty self-centered. I mean, a lot of them I met. Or singers, like the lead guys. That's who
Casey,
they were.
I guess I'm guessing you're applauding my Aragorn.
I thought she was raising her hand.
You don't have to raise your hand.
See, I would love to be in a car with these guys. I would
Are you planning on like hitting eject and your T top flies off so they go off a cliff? Because that's what I want.
Take one for the team.
Yeah.
No, I'd love to just talk to because with these people, like I don't even think they believe what they say half the time. Like if you were to really press them on, oh, is the only like, do you only care about like their skin color? And they'd be like, well, no. Well, if you actually like, then why'd you say like I just like to
Yeah.
look at them, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, no, I like I said, I fully believe these guys are here to pimp their social media. They
Mhm.
don't give a shit about the Lord of the Rings. They don't give a shit about this TV show. They just happen to have the right politics. They're willing to say the words that Amazon wants them to say. So, fuck it, they're gonna take a paycheck and
And you know what we call
get on
those?
TV.
Grifters.
Grifters,
Grif-
sellouts.
grifters. Fellowship
Yeah.
of the Grifters.
Fellowship of the Grifters. Yep.
I gotta say though, I like that you're so pissed about this, Evan. This is nice. I mean,
Yeah,
I these four people seem like imbeciles to me, but man, you're angry. I like it.
oh, you won't like me.
Uh,
Oh
Oh,
no.
Ray, that's because you're a Sith Lord, Ray, and you get power off of that anger. So
Oh man,
Ooh.
I used to be able to recite the Sith code. I used to love it.
There was so much through the Jedi was so boring to play in those games. Like, oh, goody two shoes down. Fuck that. I'm gonna stab everybody in the head.
yeah, through peace. Oh no, no. Oh man, god damn it, I can't remember.
There
oh,
is
she was waving goodbye to Roy. Okay.
there is no peace. There is only
There's a-
passion.
Oh, peace is a lie. Peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion,
Yeah.
I gain strength. Through strength, I gain glory. Through glory, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. And through victory, my chains are broken.
Yes. It's much better than watch out for the puppy crossing the street.
Oh yeah, I think the Jedi one was like, fuck. There is no. It's always like there is no this. There is this. There is no that. There is this. Or something like that. I can't remember how it
There is no white people. There's only diversity.
went.
there is no heterosexuality. There is only
There's only gay. There's only
alright.
gay.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
From the teaser trailer, what
Mhm.
intrigued you the most?
Rings happening or like being formed.
In the like
Huh?
lore, like Sauron basically like helps forge the rings, and so I think they start making like some initial.
no, he doesn't help forge the rings at all. No, he
Mm-mm.
makes the one ring, but the one ring is
Doesn't that rule them all or
has
something?
power. Yeah, the
Yeah.
One Ring has power over all of them. He gets Celebrimbor to make the rings. That's like all he has to do with the making of the rest
know,
of the
it-
rings, like the 19 rings. But the One Ring is
Since we all kind of like I'd say sci-fi fantasy-ish stuff. If they're gonna do this, I want Thanos to target that half. That's what I'm thinking.
Joshua, that was funny as fuck. It's no plot. I like tick boxes.
Joshua kind of nailed it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Joshua, do you agree with my Thanos thing? If you get to pick the ones, you know, maybe this crowd of like kind of self-entitled dickheads.
Oh man.
oh, look at that face. Like how punchable is that face right now?
I've been in punching mode since you pushed play and the screen faded from black.
They just chose the gayest black guy they could find. Like
Mhm.
it's obviously like they had to at least get two. We needed two.
We can't have that now. There's not enough
Yeah.
of the gay or the black, whatever.
Rings that like don't have much power. So,
The
but
way you
yeah,
describe it sounds like Sauron's in like a ring store. Like, can I try that one? I'm a size R.
Super fans. These are fucking super fans.
Super fans who probably
Fucking
only
making
seen
fun
the
of
movie.
the.
Oh man, can I go like torture myself with like pro wrestling fan fiction instead of this? I mean, this is awful.
No, you can't.
Oh God, Randy Savage climbed the top. Whatever. All right, let's keep watching these interesting people.
One of those.
one doesn't fit. For me as well, like the one thing that I spotted from the trailer was just like how expansive of a look we're gonna get towards like the second age. It's been not
See, like
previously,
this right here?
very much touched upon.
Like what they're like this. I from 440 on this last 5 seconds, they've been showing like parts of the movie. Holy shit! They haven't
Oh
been
no,
talking
that's
about
from the
themselves.
that's from the teaser.
For
But
sure.
what I'm saying is though it's like he's actually starting to talk about something aside of like the color of his skin or whatever. Amazing.
Yeah, but it's even then it's so shallow. It's like it's so expensive. Like, what does that
Yeah,
even
it's
mean?
meaningless. It is. It's word salad.
we're gonna have a lot to look at. Like that's all he cares about. He just likes looking at stuff. Well,
Yeah, like
if
he
I had my
needs like
camera
a
on,
shiny keychain dangled in front of him.
that's what
Like
this
he would be
trailer
happy.
is. That is what this trailer is. It is the key. It is key dangling. Look at we have a black dwarf. We have a black elf. Don't you like that?
but who knew they find so many kittens to interview?
Pon. And so I'm very excited to see how Prime Video like takes it and just
Oh, he knows how to take things.
shows us
Yeah.
this whole kind of new look at Middle Earth.
Watching the trailer and
New
trying
look.
to work out, right, where are we here? The locations.
You're on a
and
hill, you
it's
idiot.
all very exciting. We're just trying to theorize what we're going to see in the series because there's still so much.
See, and that's the
So much
thing
to
too.
go.
It's not against these people in particular, but trying to theorize things that 6 months before something gets released, you're always going to be disappointed. Maybe you should think
Mhm.
about that before you start. I mean, gee whiz, how many of us were disappointed, like maybe Prime about Star Trek's reboot or Star Wars?
Oh
in
yeah,
my
I hate.
case?
I hate
Yeah, you're like
the-
going, oh my god, it's going to be out in 5 months. What's it going to be like? Then you go to the theater and you're just like on your way home, like punching the steering wheel on your car and shit. It's like, yeah, nah, sorry, kid, this ain't going to be any good.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be disappointed in just how
no,
everybody's gonna be disappointed.
no, because they are not actually going to watch this show. They don't give a fuck about this show.
Oh no.
They're acting.
I guess you get that money back for the lessons.
Yeah, no, they don't care about the show. I know that. They don't care about Lord of the Rings.
I also want to know why they were fighting. Who's fighting? Why are they fighting?
You should fucking know why they're fighting if you're a super fan.
Oh wait, I know why they were fighting. It's because the guys on one side didn't like the guys on the other side, right?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
almost like sports ball where you win with goals.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, I got it, man. I've already watched it. Cool, done.
Look, so I don't blame them for not knowing what's gonna happen because all of this is fan fiction that doesn't exist within Lord of the Rings itself. So like nobody knows what's gonna happen outside of them destroying characters that were already established.
See,
So-
Casey's on board with me.
Oh yeah, I agree. They're not gonna watch it. No one's gonna watch it. Let's be real.
Literally.
Where are we? Who
Yeah.
are they? What's going on?
I mean, it's not made worth without a bit of beef.
Mhm.
Alright, let's talk main characters. Give me your theories of who you might have seen in the teaser trailer.
I've seen a lot of talking about my girl Galadriel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, let's talk about
oh,
Galadriel.
God.
Let's talk
God.
about Galadriel, guys. So, Ray, do you don't know Lord of the Rings? Let me explain who Galadriel is. Galadriel is a goddess type figure. I don't know if she's actually a goddess, but she's like a goddess type figure. She's an elf, right? Immortal. She's one of the ring holders, right? She is not a warrior at all. Yet that is how they're trying to depict her within the teaser, the trailer. Which it inherently like goes against her character. Like she has been present for plenty of wars within the elf race. She's been around for a very long time. Yet she has never picked up a blade and started fighting. Yeah, look at
All right. So we get she has always been like this glamorous, beautiful, ethereal presence.
that.
Now she's fucking Joan of Arc. So
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I could not put words.
no, they've not talked about the plot at all. All
Josh,
they've talked
you're,
about
you're missing the point. You got it. There's no white guys in it, so it's going to be good. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, so
That's right.
Galadriel is not a warrior. Never has been. She is like she's like in like an RPG. She has always been rolled as a priest for like her entire life, like or maybe like a mage. I don't know.
Is she an NPC? Does she
Okay.
just is that a comparison?
So yeah, we've got movie Galadriel, Kate Blanchett, who you know she's ethereal and elegant, exactly the way Galadriel is supposed to be, as she's described. And this is fucking Joan of Arc Galadriel, who's gonna
Decked out
fight
in
the
armor.
fight the orcs, fight the orc patriarchy. I think.
Oh,
orc
kill me.
patriarchy. Oh man, once they learn how to have reproduce by themselves, that's over with, man.
That part in the trailer when she come around waterfall with the knife.
Why is she wearing a turban?
That's because they're not represented enough, you idiot. Aren't you
Oh,
looking?
Oh, Galadriel is a part of Islam. Mashallah.
No, not only that, but she can also hang from a butter knife above a cliff that she stabbed in with her totally powerful superhero arms.
Don't you understand? She's so I don't even think elves are like. I don't know what elf feats are in Lord of the Rings. I know they're like more nimble and they might be more like
Yes.
more athletic than humans, but I don't think they're like super strong. If that makes I don't
No.
think their durability is relatively the same too. Because one of them got in the movie at least they got killed by like the orcs, slicing or shooting them with arrows. So she is basically just a normal human, but that lives very long and can move a little quicker. So yeah,
It's good stuff, man. I'm liking it.
Yes.
I'm already obsessed. I'm already obsessed.
I bet you are.
strong female.
Strong female character.
It's box time, ain't it, lady?
Very like flowy.
Yes.
With her.
Yeah.
Serene. She's not doing much. And this time she's like full on.
Yeah.
Because we are so far in the past, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited to just see this younger version of her. And there's so much.
Who knows, man? She would have gone to school. Like, Galadriel, you're in detention.
What? Why are they laughing?
It's hilarious. Weren't you listening?
Yes,
Honestly,
that's
I
why
couldn't.
I'm not laughing.
I couldn't even follow with their accents. Not gonna lie, but like, I heard some of that, and they're like, "Oh, we get to see her in the past. She was,
Yeah.
just about the same in the past that she was, and then the regular in the main continuity, the canon stuff. What you're seeing now is not Galadriel. You're seeing what some dickhead decided to write up about using Galadriel's name.
Yeah. Basically a name slap.
It is the Luke Skywalker type situation of the Last Jedi. Like this is what we're going. That's what we're getting in this.
Wow, thanks
Where-
for depressing me more, dude.
No magic in the class.
I mean, I want her dagger. It
It's
looks
very cool.
stunning. and
It looked
Stunning
so
and
cool.
brave.
Everything looks so cool to this guy.
He's all about the fucking appearance. Like he has no thoughts other than the very surface level. He's
He's
worthless.
He's the guy you could sell a pretty box to for $10 million with nothing in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jesus.
I might have to fight for him. Like, she looks good at that.
She would kill me. I'm definitely excited to see like this kind of younger and maybe more inexperienced Galadriel and just see kind of.
Okay, well, she's still like fucking
Yeah.
4,000 years old.
Yeah.
she's not exactly like a like a 20-year like
Yeah.
like some secretary or something like that.
I think this is all stunning and brave myself, I gotta admit. And this is good. I mean, you gotta remember, like, these are 90-pound women wearing 100-pound armor.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, come on.
Yep.
It's just the bravest and stunningest, I think.
The stunningest for sure.
Stunning and brave.
I don't think this guy could lift up a Big Mac, though, to be honest with you. this dude is out of it.
He could probably lift a soy latte though.
Just a small, though, the 8-ounce. You can't
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
16er. Yeah.
He can't. It's not good for his tummy.
he would have to eat like a gluten-free fucking
Croissant.
cracker or something.
Yeah.
Or like
Is there any wheat in this? Oh my god.
a gluten-free biscotti.
It doesn't look good though. I don't think I want it.
You know what? I'm assuming these guys are all, well, I assume at least a couple of them are in their 20s and they're still acting like they're 6. That's even more disturbing that they have a platform to act like they're 6 for the rest of their lives. That's just
They're influencers, so
Yep.
they're influencing like as far as depending on what influence even means, but they're presenting themselves to people like this. It's shameful, honestly.
it is shameful. I don't even care who's doing it. It could be a 300-pound freaking biker guy. If he's acting like this, I'm like, dude, you're no credibility at all. Nothing. Whatever. Anyway,
But how did it make you feel? That's all they care about. How does it make me feel? It looks cool.
Yeah. Well, how does it look?
How does it look?
Like, are you wearing the latest like fucking Gucci or whatever name brand? Insert name brand. Are you wearing that? No. Okay. Let's move on.
How we see through the rings of power, like how the experiences will shape it.
I want to know whose the hand was at the end.
Yeah, that was
Hobbit?
interesting.
It's me.
It was a little hand, I think. That was a
It's a Hobbit. I am all about Hobbit.
It's a Hobbit.
Yeah, that was
Hobbit.
interesting.
Yeah,
It
all right, well,
Yeah.
maybe.
I think it was a
It's a
Hobbit.
Hobbit. I am all about Hobbits, as you can tell.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, we called it. Frodo.
Yep.
Frodo Baggins.
So
I wonder any theories on who the Hobbit might be, if it is a Hobbit. Is it a young Smeagol?
Are you fucking?
Okay, are you
You
retarded?
fucking moron. All right, you are a fucking dumbass, and you're fucking not funny. If you were a super fan, you're
You would
a
know that-
disgrace.
You would know that
Yeah, you
Smeagol
would
was
know.
like 500, 400 years older, like before, like the Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, he was 500 years in the year 3000 something of the Third Age. So we're talking this is going to be like like 5,000 or something years even before that. Fucking morons.
Maybe like some ancestor of the Baggins or something.
Ancestor of the Baggins. Ancestor of the fucking Baggins.
If you have a problem with anything, like if you're an overeater, or you drink too much, or you smoke, whatever it is, these guys are enabling it. Right now, if you overeat, you're grabbing a large pizza. I guarantee it. If you're watching this, if you drink too much, you just open up a new bottle of vodka. And that's what these
Ancestor of the fucking Baggins in the Second Age.
Oh my god.
Rings of Power brought to you by Tiffany's.
There you go, Joshua. I think Joshua's been spot on to be British at a second there.
Yeah. She is dressed as a hobbit. And Josh releases the stunning level is over 9,000. Oh, an ancestor of the fucking Baggins. Are you fucking retarded? Do you have an IQ the same as your shoe size? Like you.
We can obviously tell that he has never touched a book. Not just Lord of the Rings, but just a book in general. But like,
he's never even touched a fucking matchbook.
are you sure? Because it sounds like he's been smoking a lot before he came on. Like,
but poll doesn't count.
All right. Give yourself a harmonic.
No, I had to turn it off as feedback in here. Ready? That's my voice harmonic. Very bad.
It is very bad.
Yes. Okay, so
you could just like turn the fucking volume down on your guitar, but that's fine.
You apparently don't know how acoustics work, my friend. I do not want to take a lecture out on you. The guitar looks great. Who cares if it sounds like shit?
Always those Bagginses getting into trouble.
They should never have left the Shire.
What?
So wait a second.
What?
Right, Red's freaking rebooting. Hold on a second. So how many baggins?
404 not found.
How many bags does she need to be?
All right, there. Okay, this is the Second Age. There is no fucking Shire. You fucking chowderhead.
Oh my gosh,
You are a fucking turnip. You should be ashamed to be in a video that is even labeled super fans.
I've read the Lord of the Rings. I've watched the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm a bigger fan than any of these people are. I've heard this hurts.
I've seen Roadkill make better videos than this. This is just awful.
Oh my gosh, these people have no idea what the content they're talking about this.
Maybe you saw the fucking Fellowship of the Ring trailer once.
I would dare them to name everybody who is in the Fellowship. I really would. I would really like. I don't think they could.
No,
I don't.
I don't think they could either.
We know Rudy's in it.
Yep.
Oh.
Rudy and was it
Agent Smith is in it. Rudy.
Rob Stark's father?
Steve Tyler's greatest work.
Oh, Sean Bean, Orlando Bloom, Elijah
Well,
Elijah Wood.
That's Rob Stark's father. Who's Sean.
Yeah.
All right.
We wouldn't have a whole thing if they didn't leave.
That's true. That's very true.
I just love the fact that we're touching upon the second age of Middle-earth because it's really one of the times where a lot of like the underlaying kind of plot threads of the Lord of the Rings comes into.
No, it
No, it's
fucking
not.
doesn't.
Did he say hot threads?
Well,
what he said?
Things, the underlaying kind of plot threads.
Plot
of-
threads.
Plot threads. Plot threads.
No, the second age has virtually nothing to do with the Lord of the Rings, other than it's the age where the rings were made. It doesn't fucking set up and not a single fucking plot thread at
Hey, now.
all.
Prime,
Nuts.
this is obviously an expert you're arguing with here. Come on.
Yeah, well, a Superman, yeah. I mean, I am not a Superman, but clearly I know fucking more than he does. The Superman. Fuck my life. Right.
Of the Lord of the Rings comes into things, and so we get to see like the rings. Hopefully, we'll see the rings of power being forged.
Yes.
We get to see Sauron
That's the
potentially.
thing, 'cause in the original Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, we saw Sauron battling, the armies and Isildur.
Yeah, that was the fucking third age.
But that was so brief, and you don't really get to see Sauron in his.
Yeah, that is fucking nothing to do with the second age.
Do you think they're gonna pull it out? Do you think they're gonna pull it out for like the final season?
Yeah, that dude,
Maybe.
that other dude doesn't ever pull it out.
Oh god, this is
All right. Well, I guess the very last thing where they defeat Sauron is actually like the last year of the second age. So
yeah, practically. But
Oh,
gosh,
All
I
right,
don't
damn
even.
it.
I low-key kind of even forgot what this guy was saying. Like everything just blends in with these. Like, it's
Hey,
just,
Evan, I don't think you're missing much, bro.
no, I don't think this guy knows what he's talking about.
like, what did he even say just now? Like, I'm so excited to see the second age. Like, is that all he said just now?
Yeah.
Isildur cut his finger off. You saw Sauron battling,
Oh, he's talking about the battle with Isildur.
Isildur cut his
Okay.
finger off. But that was like so brief, and you don't really get to see Sauron in his prime.
Which is what's so exciting about this because
What do you mean you get to see Sauron in his prime?
He was what?
He's always in his
his
fucking
prime?
prime when he has the ring.
That was
He
the
had
entire. That's the entire second age, you asshole. That was his fucking. Yeah, we saw his prime in the battle with Isildur. Like come on.
Yeah.
He doesn't lose.
Okay, really the only thing that he can't do is take like humanoid form, basically, but he's still like and it's he's still like massively powerful.
Yeah, and like, oh, fuck this guy. We didn't see the prime in his prime. My brain's breaking. Like, we don't see him in his prime.
being very like deceitful, hopefully, because during this era he does do a lot of like corruption and manipulation.
We love our origin story, like gatekeep girl boss.
What did she fucking say?
I heard gatekeep girl boss.
What the fuck?
I thought I heard giggle balls, but that's just me.
No, I thought I heard gatekeep girl boss too. I'm like, what the?
What was it? True.
Stop rewinding it. It's only gonna hurt.
You got the guitar going again, Ray?
There. This is great
Okay.
stuff.
Dude, She. Fuck.
All right.
I love that we're going so far back. Especially, I think there's something very cool with prequels in the way that they can make you love the things you already love even more.
What?
Okay, oh, wait, okay, dickhead. First off, this isn't a prequel. This has nothing to do with the story. Like, this isn't canon. None of this shit is. This is a fan fiction. This is a fan fiction, guys. None of this happened. This is like, the only way to describe this is fan fiction. None of this happens.
Yeah. Yep.
This is no
this is-
impact.
No impact.
The head writers on this show, they had like one fucking credit before this show, which was a like first draft on Star Trek Beyond, which was completely written by Simon Pegg. So they fucking failed at that. And somehow they're like, here, write a fucking $1 billion TV show for us. And just make sure it has lots of,
Diversity.
diversity. Yeah.
Fuck the story. Look,
Yeah.
we got ourselves some diversity.
Wait,
Give us some-
Is this the part where are we actually talking about plot and stuff at this area, or are they still like? I can't even tell.
They're just theorizing about what we might see.
Okay, yeah, they have no clue what the plot is.
I wonder if these guys have ever like even shoveled their own driveways or something. They really are bored.
Apparently not as bored as you, Ray, though, because you're like,
I'm just angry. There's a difference, but Evan's angrier, so that's better.
So the fact
These
that we're
people
going to be seeing
disgust
things
me.
that are potentially going to make us love the Hobbit films and the Lord of the Rings films, and
No,
potentially the
you
books.
really won't.
no.
No, it has nothing to do with.
You're not going to see fucking Frodo Baggins in this show. All right, it's not going to make you.
Here's how I say, man, you're really gonna love World War II by watching this movie about the Revolutionary War. Like what?
You thought you loved Vietnam? Wait till you see the Middle Ages.
These two things have nothing to do with each other. Like,
as well.
So last night we had our own little Middle Earth experience.
Why? Okay, why is this guy like moving his hands around? Like what is like? Is
I think he's hitting on the other guy. That's the show that he knows what he's doing with his hands. I really think that's part
he's
of it.
peacocking right now.
I don't know.
He's
Is he like dancing to some music that we can't hear, or is he like his fucking
Red,
arms are...
Honest to God, these people all have voices in their heads, man. It's obvious these people are fucked.
Wizards.
Yo, how did it feel?
He's moving he's
Like, it
fucking.
was such a good time, honestly, and the venue and everything.
Oh,
it
they're
just
talking
looked
about
Oh,
art.
why does this castle have the fucking Amazon logo on it?
It has.
That's gonna be in the show too. Like they're all
It's
gonna be
gonna
like they're gonna be ordering shit off their Stone Age computers and shit.
The Amazon-
It's showing up on like the back of what the fuck, a pterodactyl or something, whatever they have in these movies, a dragon.
Pterodactyl.
I like how the Amazon logo is like the same smile that all the like super powerful like rebellious female lead characters have. You know, with the shaved
The
side
smirk.
heads, the smirk. Right.
It's incredible, and I think I was so happy to get to share it with you guys, like our own little fellowship.
Oh my God.
Who's that guy? This guy, like, what happened to this guy? Did they kick him out?
He's now in somebody's car trunk. That's what happened to him.
He must be one of the other like international people there, like for like the Germans or the Frenches or whatever.
Why is he in the UK video though?
The Frenches.
I don't.
He's like, oui, I am here to join the UK people, huh?
Oh, it was amazing. Like I felt like I really got to like step into another world, and then Kelsey and I for like
No, you fucking turn up. Had the Amazon logo above the fucking door.
Smile.
Look at
You're not-
everything.
How can you feel? There's a fucking projector screen. How can you feel you're in a different world? when you're in fucking the Amazon stadium with a
There's not even people there to like dressed up as characters. It's like you're just in like a building. It's like if I went to like the Colosseum and I was like, man, I am really in ancient Rome right now. And then I walk outside and there's just the road right there with cars passing by. And I'm just like, man, this is
Or-
BC.
or
Like,
if they built a fucking McDonald's in the middle of the Coliseum.
yeah. Yeah.
I got myself a quarter pounder when I was.
Hey man, some of those Romans got themselves a quarter pounder, if you know what I mean.
I think you mean the Greeks.
Or the guy on stage, whoever.
Yeah, the cake boy. Yeah, probably.
Cake boy.
I don't know.
Cake boy.
Most of the evening, we're just like dancing like hobbits
Little hobbits.
in like our little.
Dancing
you
like
say-
hobbits. They're swinging around like they're drunk.
Dude, you couldn't catch. You could literally blackmail me if you had footage of me doing that. Holy shit, that's embarrassing as fuck.
Like what are these like? They're wearing like cloaks they stole from homeless people, or something like blankets. They're like
Those
they're
are
like
blank.
homeless
Those are special blankets. They give them hobbit powers and shit.
blankets. What are hobbit powers?
Look at the guy on the left. That's it. That's your hobbit power.
That's not a power. That's flailing around like you're drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
But
had your
with-
blankets around like Frodo and like you're just like spinning around.
I can't.
Oh, no, Frodo never spun around like that. He,
God.
Oh my god.
Say that the
Okay.
moves are incredible, but the enthusiasm is certainly the
what the fuck are they doing? They're just like bobbing slightly. That's
Yeah, but for them that's mosh pit stuff. They don't know. They
I
never
guess so.
experienced anything. They have no idea. They think this is the Middle Ages, for Christ's sake. Hobbit world, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Back in the Middle Ages when they only had iPhone 2s.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the pain? Batteries
You-
only lasted 3 hours tops.
You only had a 4 gigabyte hard drive on your phone. What were you supposed to do? And Grinder didn't exist back then either, and you couldn't take an Uber, so maybe you had to walk or take a taxi cab. But you might have had to actually look up the phone number in the phone book or something. No, they're not that old.
No, geez, I don't know what a book is, like you said earlier.
Yeah, no, they've never read a book in their lives. Definitely not a Lord of the Rings one.
Hobo powers confirmed, Joshua Lee. Hobo powers confirmed.
It was very fun, and it was just nice to like get to like be with everyone and then like all sit together and react to
I
the
think if-
trailer.
What are they looking at? Like, are they
So-
are they watching like
In case it isn't clear yet, they're high out of their minds on freaking glue.
First off, no human being. Actually, no. I will refrain from saying this. No regular person ever has this reaction to a trailer, let alone a teaser, like a 1 minute teaser that just shows you stuff and things that, first off, these people would not know what they're looking at because none of the
Yeah.
shit that they see in there is connected to Lord of the Rings. So they're just like, whoa, it's a random crap.
you know what
You
they're
know?
looking at? They're looking at is like a white screen with a giant ass fucking words that say "Go ape
Yo,
shit now."
yeah. Do this now. Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely on cue. I'm pretty sure if we had brought up the other international versions, it'd be the exact same reactions from everybody. Like they'd
It
all
would,
have
yeah.
the same mannerisms and stuff.
It's like stock footage at this
Yeah.
point. Like, look.
Yeah, this is stock footage. They could have gotten literally anybody with the right politics to do this, like, and they would say the same exact thing. Because that's what it is.
Midler
It's
had like a
political.
club.
They're literally like fucking dancing monkeys that will just.
I've seen what you clap at. I don't care about your boos. Like,
All right, this is starting to hurt, Prime. Come on, man.
That was it.
That was it. That Gandalf and Saruman probably link up.
Where
Skip.
did this even come from?
Let's
Like,
move on.
what-
Let's just
Please, please,
Tune is
man.
banging.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like if childhood me could see this moment in my life, they would be like,
If childhood you could see you right
What?
now,
Was she impressed by a fucking smoke machine? Like, what was
Yes.
going on there?
because it was actually one lady back there producing all the smoke. That's the impressive part.
Oh,
Out of her
okay.
ass.
You know what,
Yeah.
okay. Well, out of her ass. That's impressive. I was
Yeah,
gonna say one lady who smokes like 8 packs of Marlboros a day could probably do that, but it came out of her ass. Then
Yes. And she's licking her lips. Look at her. I want them buns.
Yeah, it does. It is
How
crazy.
you made
Sometimes
it to
corn
middle
comes
of
out.
it.
Like walking through the firing, it was so.
Okay, that is the most pathetic firing I've ever seen.
I wouldn't be impressed by that. Like even when I was like 5, I don't think. I mean, for real. I'm not.
No. It doesn't even look like fire. It looks like maybe like a sprinkler. Like it's
well, fire is illegal now because it makes smoke.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So cool.
There's only
And
the one lady
cocktails
allowed
were
to smoke.
very nice.
While we were waiting for like the trailer to play,
Where'd the black guy go? I'm very confused. Like now that you say it,
They dropped them off at the cliff. What are you talking
maybe he
about?
didn't think
maybe-
he didn't think that the trailer was spectacular.
Yeah, he didn't have the right thing. He like maybe they found out he wasn't gay.
Probably.
The guy he doesn't like pudding from the balls. Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, yeah.
it was we were very much
Oh.
looking like New York Fashion
We were
Week.
sat in the front row,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's
New York Fashion Week. Fucking New York
You
Fashion
never,
Week.
you ever been in New York Fashion Week? Apparently, the whole city dresses up
No.
like idiots. It
Okay,
runs around.
yeah, I've never been to New York Fashion Week, but I don't think it's a group of people who look like fucking hobos. So it's weird that I know more about fashion than a gay guy. I don't understand that.
What are you
But
trying to tell us, Red?
that I know more about fashion than a gay guy somehow. I don't know.
These guys disgust me.
music that was playing. We were like, oh, we're gonna get a fashion show.
I remember putting out my phone. I was like, "Yeah, it's Radio Lord of the Rings." Let's go.
Yeah, because
about to get-
even knowing nothing about this franchise, when I think of Lord of the Rings, I think of modern pop shit electric music. That's the
Okay,
first-
super fans. Super fans fucking excited about whatever random generic music Amazon has to promote their shitty fucking Lord of the Rings show. Super fans confirmed. I'm wrong.
My brain's hurting.
Johnny Cash would not be impressed. No. He would probably like
Cash
hit
would have
them with a
rode
whiskey
these
bottle.
people over.
He would probably smash him in the head with a whiskey bottle. I don't know.
He'd find the biggest truck he could and just plow him.
For some reason, I think if anybody were to take like a whiskey bottle to the head, the person that would tolerate it the most is probably the black lady. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I feel like
she
I
definitely
feel
looks
like
the toughest on the stage.
yeah,
No
the dude about to hit like the whipping nene right now, or whatever he's doing is like he's going down first, and then it's Cake Boy, and then it's Frodo, then her.
Cake boy.
Cake boy. Cake boy.
Get lit like Mordor.
Going down to Hobbiton.
I know you guys are selfie holics, right?
What?
No, I've never imagined that from this group of assholes.
I know you guys are selfie holics.
Oh, Selfie Holics. I thought he said Sophie Holics for a second. I'm like, who the fuck is Sophie?
She's in New York City wearing fucking fashion. Duh.
I guess so. I guess so.
What was the best picture you took of the night?
Super fans. Super fans of Lord of the Rings want to take about their favorite fucking selfie they took.
Holy
just that
crap!
day.
Are we
Just
gonna
that
ever
day.
get back to them discussing the actual like thing, like the plot, the characters?
I think that
Now,
ship
now
has
it's all
sailed.
about them. Yeah, now it's all
Mhm.
about them at this point. This is
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Once again, I'm not a Lord of the Rings Superman. I am a Transformers Superfan, Star Trek Superman. And if I was at some kind of event, I wouldn't be fucking talking about my favorite selfie I took.
yeah. Like
Why not though? It sounds so interesting, dude.
these people disgust me. Like I will continue to say that. They are not fans. They are paid actors, and
Yes.
I hope their career suffers because of this. Like, I know it's unlisted, so they'll be able to walk away from this terror that
No,
they've
no, they won't.
created.
No, they won't because this guy uploaded it again for everyone watching. There's, I don't know, probably a bunch of other people making fun of this trash as well.
Of course.
7,200 and change from what I can see.
Yeah.
Favorite
Yes.
picture I got was actually a picture you tried to take outside the
Oh.
castle, and it
Wait,
looks,
what happened? What happened?
it looks so cursed.
That looks cursed. We were just looking at his
Oh.
feet, you idiot.
That's a really terrible photography.
Dude, it looks like I took that with like a Polaroid. As
It looks
drunk.
like he's taking a picture of that tower, and she just happens to fucking get in the way.
He's thinking
Like,
about
she's
towers right now. He's going,
Yeah,
ooh.
he's thinking of the
Is-
phallus.
Is it just me, or is like every time I think about two towers, I immediately say twin towers to begin with, and like
Yeah. No, I can see that. Although
yeah.
I don't use the word towers much. I think it's the first time I've actually said it today.
Yeah.
Proud of myself. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, this is a great picture. I think we should put this on our desktop backgrounds.
All right, go ahead. You can screenshot it right now if you want.
Oh, it's already on my Xbox as the home screen. Also,
Okay.
So
Whoa!
good. We tried to take it with flash, and I just look like I'm haunting the castle.
No, you look like you're trespassing in the castle. You look like you're a bum who security is about to like shoo away. Like, you gotta go.
you're haunting your grandfather's nightmares.
They're trespassing on Tolkien's work, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it that bad?
And it was just so funny. I looked at the phone and I was like, oh no.
That's the vibe I want to bring to.
He's like, oh no, that bitch got in the way of my phallus picture.
Oh God.
to everybody.
Ghost, yeah, ghost.
I know I'm a
haunted.
mystical, like, unknown creature.
Like
yeah.
Sauron's daughter or something.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
All right, I want to hear your fan theories.
I feel like we're gonna see some early ruminations of like the rings of power being forged. Because
What do you mean? What does that even mean? See, what?
Evan has lost it. His patience is
Okay.
around.
I just don't even understand what that sentence means. Did he say re-illuminations of how the rings of power were forged? Is that what he
Stop.
said?
ruminations of like. I feel like we're gonna see some early ruminations of like the
Early ruminations.
rings of
What?
power being
He
forged.
learned that word
Wait.
the other day to use it in a sentence.
We got that in The Lord of the Rings. We saw how they were made in the first like 10 minutes.
Evan, these guys have never fucking watched the movie. They watched the movie trailer.
Oh,
That's
God.
all.
I'm pretty sure the trailer has to. He's like, oh my gosh. You can see how
yeah.
they're being forged.
I still
We
drank.
know
I'd
how
be,
they forged. How they were forged isn't even that interesting, bro.
No,
Like,
no, it's not. It's
what do you
not.
mean they put metal in a thing and then it melted? That's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, Kellen Burnborg makes the fucking rings. Sauron, he's like, hey, Kellen Burnborg, maybe you should make these fucking rings. And he's like, okay, I'll make these fucking rings.
Mhm,
And then Sauron's later is like, haha, gotcha, bitch. Now I'm gonna make my own master ring.
mhm.
That's it.
And does it discredit, like, does it depower the other rings even, like, too? It's just his ring is just more powerful, right?
No, it just controls the other rings.
Okay, so it controls the other rings too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And
Okay.
and like the elven rings, like they see through it immediately. Like they're not fooled at all.
Mhm.
So they don't even use them.
That's funny.
Because during the Second Age, this is where like Sauron comes in and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna see."
He's not. Yo.
Oh,
Okay. guys,
I hope the dialogue in the show is exactly the same as this guy, as Cake Boy.
Well, it's for a modern audience, so probably.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like in the Last Jedi where they make a "yo mama" joke in the beginning.
Yes. We have an emergency phone call for Sauron's mother.
All right, can we please end this now before I?
Yeah, let's just speed run it.
Oh,
Two-
I'm gonna make a ring right
Oh,
now.
dude.
I'm gonna try to make some
I
rings.
feel like there needs to be a reason for the rings to be made, right?
Oh my
So
God.
with the wars happening, and then, oh,
What was the reason?
What's the reason?
What's the reason? Fucking power is the reason. What more reason do you need?
Maybe they were looking for a taco recipe and fucked up.
And they just make rings. Okay, like
Yeah.
instead of making a taco, they're just like,
Right.
oh, well, we're out of fucking corn for the tortillas. Might as well make some rings.
Yes. It makes more sense.
The curtain is being pulled back on these guys. Like I understand like this entire thing has just been horrible like for them, but like just this moment right here, it just like opens. What's the reason the rings are being made? What the fuck? We know what the reason is. We've known for decades.
Okay, so the thing is, they know the name of the show is called The Rings of Power, so they're like, let's talk about the fucking rings. I guess. I don't know anything else about Tolkien's work, so let's talk about the rings. And we'll talk about Smeagol, and we'll talk about fucking Bilbo Baggins' ancestors in the Second Age.
He's a Bagginses.
We'll talk about the Shire before the fucking Shire was founded. Were there any fucking hobbits in the Shire?
He can stop.
Corrupt people. Corrupt and control.
And plus, if we had that all like straight away, we need season 2, multiple.
Nobody in that stage knows the meaning of straight.
No, they don't. Oh. Well, do you think Mr. Isla is straight or is?
I think so. He's the straight man. They had to get one, but he just couldn't be white. He's gonna be white. He's bendable. His resolve is strong enough. He will fall to temptation.
Balls? Why not?
Out of Sauron.
Yes.
Like maybe he falls in love.
I
Maybe
know.
there's a reason. Every villain's a hero in his own
I
story,
think
right?
we're gonna find out more.
People are gonna fall in love with him and be like, I
All
can
right.
change him.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck your own face.
See, we're done with 9mm now. Now it's like just anti-tank weapons. I want to shoot them.
That gun you had back there sounded awesome.
We all love a bad boy, don't
Do
we?
you have any predictions of what's gonna happen?
He's still
He's
he's popping and locking with his hands for no reason.
Basically,
Like, what is he doing?
He was raised in
I feel like
the
there's
set
gonna
of
be a bit
fame.
romance. There's always romance amongst the elves, and it's like you can't be with him.
Wow.
Why not? He's my ex.
There's always.
I saw there's like a human and an elf in like a forbidden romance kind of thing, and like during this period, like humans.
All right, you let it out. Let it out, Evan. You.
Like I said before, Tolkien was very explicit with not having a whole lot of romance in his stories. It takes away from the adventure, from the quest a lot of the times. Aragorn was the only one, from what I can remember at least, that I know of. Like focusing on this is already. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
There were I think like 2 other elf human pairings. One of them was Baron and Luthien, which was like a massive important part of the first age, which they can't touch. So they're basically like ripping that off from the appendices, like but making up their own fan fiction about it. So yeah, fuck them.
Weren't really getting along, and so I think that's where some of the conflict might be coming
Yes,
in.
the fighting.
Yeah,
A lot of stroking of the ears, yellow elf ears. Right, I need a reason to tell everyone watching why they should watch the teaser trailer.
Money.
Galadriel, she was in it. She had like 2 shots. She had 2 shots. Why?
All right, let this run out, guys.
Yeah, let's
just run it out.
Let's run it out. Let her run it. Let's hear it.
Oh,
if you're a lore buff like me, I think
No.
it'll be really interesting.
You're not a
to see
fucking
this
lore buff. You don't know jack shit about Lord of the Rings lore.
Have a moment to just be a kid again and
Everything that they destroyed my childhood in that teaser.
You're just gonna be transported to another world, and you're just gonna forget your own for the whole time you're gonna watch it.
Yeah,
Well,
another
actually,
world that
well,
isn't Lord of the
everyone
Rings.
out is
That's for sure.
really
It's
Special
another
thank you to my
it's
guests, the Fellowship of Influence.
it's another world
Chanel,
that's based on
John,
our modern
Kelsey,
world.
thank you for joining me. Let's do this together, right? Lord of the Rings. The Rings
Go
of Power
fuck
drops when?
yourself.
September 2nd.
I like to go fuck yourself better, but okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
All right. Fellowship of the destroyer of superfans. On three, we're gonna say go fuck yourself. 1, 2, 3. Go,
Go
fuck
fuck
yourself.
yourself.
Oh God. Fuck me.
We
I'm gonna
fucked it
go
up.
fuck myself. That's horrible.
Hey, you're going to a wedding tomorrow. Maybe you'll get lucky.
There you go.
Yeah, that was
Ah.
painful. That
That was
just
horrible.
those last three, like, let me tell us why we should watch the teaser trailer. Those last three, those were like the final dagger. Like it was the stabbing, and then when he said, "If you're a lore buff," it twisted it. And then she said, "If you want to relive your child," it twisted it even more. Like, just everything. I'm dead now. I'm
There's
dead
like
now.
it was like when Green Wormtongue stabbed Saruman in the back.
Yes.
Like,
You know what I liked? I like not knowing these movies at all. I like that we get to see through their eyes 4 seconds of footage from a teaser about a show that's wrecking a movie that was written by what some consider to be a literary god. That's what I liked about it.
yeah, I thought we were gonna get to see the full trailer because I think it's only like a minute long, but apparently they just talked about absolutely nothing for like fucking 8 minutes.
Well, they had diversity the first three, though. Remember,
Yeah.
it's important not to notice that they're diverse, but that they are diverse. Even though you notice they're diverse, because they won't shut
No,
the fuck
no.
up about it.
No, you need to know that it's diverse and there's representation.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah, you have to notice that, or else you're a racist. And
Holy shit. There's it took us 2 hours to go through a 12-minute video because just every sentence they said was wrong.
It wasn't even a sentence. It was every other word. That was, I mean, seriously, that was brutal.
That was intense.
And yet I have to work for a living. That's the amazing part.
Oh my gosh. These people, bro, they are destroyers of worlds. Like they are disgusting, grifters, horrible people. Like I will go. I don't know these people personally, but I can already tell you they're horrible people. Like I don't.
Yeah.
They are pieces of shit that'll do it for money.
Do not subscribe to these people's fucking Instagrams or whatever. I don't even know if you subscribe to Instagram or whatever, or their fucking TikToks. Like
that's probably what they are.
Oh, dude.
Oh man.
All right. Well, I'm glad to be part of your spiritual death and your
yeah, it was
your
actually
ultimate loathing of civilization.
I gotta say, it did it. Really pushed all the buttons of just anger. It's amazing.
It's amazing because like Ray, you have no attachment to the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you know, it's just it's a pattern of just of how they just systematically go in and try to destroy every franchise they get.
Oh yeah,
every respected franchise they will come in and just fuck it.
Nah, it is. I mean, you need more money, and because what. I don't want to. I mean, I got to go in a minute aside of that, but let's think just for a second. They couldn't leave. I didn't even like Matrix movies, but they couldn't leave that alone. They lost $100 and some odd million. Let's hope this happens to them too. Just fuck it.
Yeah. The thing is that like Amazon's not going to care because they could fucking buy the moon if they wanted to. But
yeah, that's probably
this is a $1 billion production right here.
Yeah.
Oh man, they really sold it to me.
Yeah. So yeah, who out there in the chat is gonna want to watch The Rings of Power?
I get the feeling that Casey might not want to watch it.
I don't think she will. No.
Joshua seems against it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I will watch it to make a video on it. I think that's the only reason I'd ever mention it.
Yeah. That it might be reviewable.
Yeah.
Although it might make me dead inside like Batwoman did. I got through like maybe 10 episodes of Batwoman. I'm like, this shit is.
I had one for Boba Fett, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done.
Oh yeah, you're not finishing up Boba Fett.
Done with that.
I could if it had all came out at once, and I would have just made one big thing about it, but I just cannot be fucked to watch it weekly.
I think all the episodes are out by now. I think.
Yeah, they're all out now. I've only watched up to episode 3. I just cannot bring myself to watch it anymore. But yeah. All right.
All right, guys. Well, everyone out in the chat, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our pain. We put on a good show for you. Thank you, Lord Ray. Thank you for always shirtless Evan for stopping by. And
it's always fun to stretch out 10 minutes into 2 hours, especially when it's absolute pain and misery.
Yeah, this has been a great time, no matter how dead inside I feel.
And we'll come back in a few days and we'll find something else to make fun of. Maybe we'll make fun of like the High Republic Star Wars comic.
Yeah.
Because I want to do more of the fucking Star Wars hotel comic, but I don't think that's actually out yet. So the volume 2 is not actually out yet. We still need to actually finish the first issue because we ended it because there was Captain Blue Hair had some lines, but we didn't want to do it without you. We wanted you to actually do the.
I'm so glad you waited for me too. Really, really. That's nice of you.
I know. I figured you would appreciate it.
14 years of misery. It's been since I've known you, Prime. It's been awesome. All right, I'll see you guys. Thanks everybody for.
All right, thanks everyone for coming out and watching, and thanks guys, and we'll do this again soon.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Good night.